childhood trauma.
Chemically
So
castrated as a child.
technically, if this was how most cases go, I mean, how many cases in a year of men of not of color? I'm just gonna say not of color. I mean, not of color that go to court, they plead mental illness, and they get off. I mean, my man Jussie dead is using that loophole right now and might get away with it.
Nah, he's not.
And
he's
really
facing,
fooled us.
He's facing
Like,
he's facing like 16 counts of something.
yeah, but nah, but recently they came out, you know, he was on drugs. He's going down that rabbit hole. He's not gonna get off, but I'm saying he's trying to pull the same thing.
He's trying to.
And what kills me, these men here actually, R. Kelly and Mike actually have it. Like, it's not like they're pulling it.
Nah, yeah, that's true.
Legitly,
that's true.
Like in the R. Kelly series,
Mike was fucked up as a child. Like R. Kelly was
yeah,
fucked up. R. Kelly
I
was
tell
raped by
anyone,
his sister. I heard or some shit.
yeah,
like that. Like,
multiple accounts.
like it's crazy. It's crazy.
And Michael, he's been working, and I get it. Was it appropriate for him to be hanging with children? No. But if I make you work from the age of 6 till
not even
like
6, from the age of.
He was 6 when he
was
started. Jackson 5 was like 6, right? I watched the Jackson 5 movie.
I'm pretty sure his pops was like training this nigga from like the moment he could talk.
Nah, you never watched the Jackson 5 movie? You watched the Jackson 5? I tell you, when watch the Jackson 5 movie, it's you know, it's an old movie, but in the movie, Michael wasn't. The Jacksons was just his brothers, and Michael was never allowed to. Michael worked himself able just to get into the crew. It's a very crazy story. Like his dad didn't want him performing. He always would say, "Michael, go play." In the movie, like he's always saying, like, "Michael, go play. Michael, go play. Michael, go play." And then as the story goes on, like Michael was outside and out the crib busting his behind just so his dad would accept him into the crew. And then once he realized they did one performance, and he realized Michael was the lead, he transitioned the whole way that they were set up. I forgot which brother was the lead singer at first, but it wasn't only Mike.
Tito.
It was one of them. One of them was in front, and then he said, Michael was in front. And then he made Michael work like a dog every day. That moving forward. But at first he didn't even want Mike.
From there on, like,
so it's like there's verbal abuse, physical abuse. There's so many abuses to the point where when you have everything in the world, you're gonna want to be a kid.
There's stuff we don't even know. Like, we don't know what type of like real father. What's his name? His father's name is Joe, right?
Joe Jackson, yeah.
Like, we don't, like, we hear stuff, and some of the stuff we hear is crazy. Imagine going through, living through.
Yeah. No, he was taking the boys. He was taking Michael to, like, Michael was seeing things at an age he shouldn't have saw. They were taking him. He was going to showgirl clubs to perform. He had the boys going to like showgirl clubs where they were like basically like the 60 version of strippers.
Basically, and it's another thing we don't take into account, like, is the day and age where all this happened, where like mental illness wasn't as like popular and important as it was back then. Not to say like popular in a good way or anything like that.
No.
Just for the viewers out there who might fucking, you know, people are sensitive nowadays and shit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's gonna be a cool movie. But
oh, that's gonna be fire.
That one's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be
But
fire.
yeah, mental illnesses wasn't as popular. Like, things weren't weren't really looked at back then, because it's
family therapy wasn't probably going on yet.
Like none of that shit.
None of that stuff. And it's just sad that it takes y'all to like beat down a dead man. Like, y'all just beat down a dead man. Just think about that. Every time that y'all say something negative about Mike, he's not here. He's not here. And you gotta think about his kids. You gotta think about Blanket. I think that's the boy's name. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's really his name. Blanket. Like, it is his name. Yeah, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, but you gotta think about Blanket. Like, you gotta think about him and his sister.
Think about Blanket, people.
They were in. I don't know if you remember when they were doing the case. They were in court with him.
Yeah, like that's
like those dudes, like those kids. Like, I don't even know how they wake up in the morning.
I'm not canceling Mike. It's over.
Yeah, it's quiet. But please, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think it's definitely something that people need to discuss more, because it's becoming a trend. It's becoming a trend. And if we just keep canceling people out, if we keep canceling people out, we're running. I looked at this yesterday. We are running out of people to look up to.
How come nobody canceled Usher when he got herpes and shit?
Everyone gets herpes.
What do you mean?
It's like a 40. It's like what did Seth Rogen say? It's like Seth Rogen said. It's like Seth Rogen said. He was like, if we do virgin, he said, you know how I know you're good? Because you don't have chlamydia, and that's everywhere.
I've never had chlamydia. I think I just read somewhere. I think it was chlamydia or gonorrhea is not like a super STD.
No.
So watch out for
everywhere.
that.
Chlamydia is everywhere.
I don't have
Yeah, it is everywhere.
I'm good off that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yo,
but
condoms, wear those.
But I mean, so with that being said, like I said again, guys, just be mindful what you cancel because at the rate we're going, we don't have many people to look up to at this point.
For real.
And like they're really dropping like flies. I mean, at one point they were trying to talk about Prince. They were trying to get Prince out of here.
I thought Mike was somebody that was like never gonna be touched ever. I thought Mike was good forever.
No, he trying to get the fuck out of here. He trying to get Mike the fuck out of here.
I guess.
If Mike had a statue, it'd definitely be torn down by now.
They took it. I've seen videos of them taking down the statues. That's wild. Like this man had niggas literally fainting for him, and now
100%.
Now y'all want to cancel him because
that's wild.
Two niggas y'all don't know are saying some shit.
Basically.
And the media is loving it.
But
do y'all know like this is all a cash grab too? This is all.
Money comes out. Yeah, no one's looking at the money aspect. Even though no one's thinking about the money aspect.
Even though they're like, and I know people are gonna be like the two people that are coming out are not getting paid. They're getting paid. Trust me. They're not getting paid from this movie or from this documentary, but they're definitely getting paid.
There's some money coming out.
They're definitely gonna get paid from this. Trust me.
There's money coming out.
There's definitely a positive outlook for them.
Well, now with that being said, guys, let's get into our next topic is project reviews. This is where I talk about any big albums or EPs that might have come out within the last week or so. Here talking about it. Now, the only two that I really felt that was worthy to talk about was the 2 Chainz album.
Oh wow, this was just a worthy thing.
And Solange, because there's other projects that probably come out, but there was big ones like.
What's this guy? Offset's album was pretty good.
I did that last episode.
Oh, alright.
Which is kind of cool. Yo, watch that last episode. Thank you for the plug. Watch episode 2 to get my review on that. But yeah, the biggest 2 big ones I feel like was really in the last week or so was Solange and 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz album I was definitely excited for. I like the project. I like little too many songs, 2 Chainz. A little bit.
That's what he wanted to do though. He wanted to keep it under an hour.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do a little more songs.
But
shout out to Bron for fucking A&R, you feel me, GOAT.
You know, get into how I feel about this. I don't know who first he called himself hip hop historian. Now it's AR. Like
AR is a position though. You got paid to do this. Like 2 Chainz literally like, yo, AR for this, man. Shout out to Bron.
You came to LA. You came to LA to get a ring. But I'm not gonna get into that yet. But I'm saying my opinion. But definitely Chainz did his thing. I think Chainz is one of the few guys, maybe it's because of his age, that like really.
I don't like Chainz either. I'm not a big fan of 2 Chainz.
Oh no, I'm a big fan of 2 Chainz. It definitely, if you want to hear trap with lyrical verses, this is.
If you like old school stuff too, like this got real like old school.
Yeah, it might be because of his age. He's been around long enough. He's been around more than a decade.
Titty Boy.
Yeah, since Titty Boy. For young people,
For the people that don't know. Titty Boy.
Titty Boy. That duffel bag boy. Yeah. But like, I definitely think he's like the good borderline middle child, borderline of he gives you the trap verse, he gives you the trap sound, but he's spitting some shit. And there's some actual good like.
Some good beats on that too, yeah.
Some good beats, but like some good narrative songs. I forgot which one it is where he basically talks about PTSD kind of. Like I'm not crazy. I think it's with like Chance the Rapper. It's something he's basically talking about trauma.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's another good thing I'm starting to notice about the music is that it's been a lot more like aware.
Offset said this in an interview.
A lot of artists are being more self-aware of what they're putting out. And
exactly.
They're like talking about it more, like with the whole Meek Mill thing. Talking like I don't know. I'm pretty sure like people have heard the album. But like he touches on a lot of stuff that people may not realize, like trauma.
100,000%.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't like saying the acronym because it's confusing.
That PTSD.
Yeah. But like I like that, and a lot of that goes under the radar for a lot of musicians.
Nah, definitely. It's crazy you mentioned Offset because Offset recently said he thinks there's gonna be a resurgence in lyrical. He thinks that, the mumble rap, and I think so too.
Offset too is another one that if you guys listen to the album, like
he's rapping. He's actually rapping. I think Lil Baby is starting to actually rap. 21 Savage album, he was rapping.
Yeah. Shout out to 21 Savage. That's another person that I didn't like at first when he first came out, but now that I've seen his growth,
because he's talking.
Now
he's talking. I understand you. Like I know, it's like the moment I understood him, I'm like, oh, this is hard. Yeah, because the first time I heard him on a feature with Drake, I did not know what was being said at all.
And that's the thing with a lot of these mumble rappers is they don't talk. They mumble.
They're literally mumbling.
That's why their music sucks.
Yeah. Other album that came out was Solange. I'm not the biggest Solange fan, but if I had to choose between her and her sister, I definitely might choose her because I definitely think B's lost a lot of her.
Not even that. She's never been a big Beyonce fan either.
Oh yeah, no, this is Team Navy. I'm a Rihanna girl.
Yeah, if I had to choose,
if you're gonna go to Beehive or the Navy, I'm going Navy.
Going to Navy.
Yeah, I'm never going to Navy Girls.
Yeah, facts.
And that album, I'm like dying to hear. Because when Rihanna dropped that album, you can't even drop a freaking ringtone that week. At least for a month. When Rihanna dropped her album, I hope y'all realize y'all can't.
I hope she dropped her album. Like, and it's the thing, like,
the more Fenty gets more money, it's kind of hard though.
Facts, yeah, like the more.
Yeah, Fenty girls.
And it's just like, yo, trust me, yo, everybody wants this album. Guys, girls, babies, adults. Everybody wants this album. It's not just it's not just y'all, ladies.
Yeah,
right? It's not just y'all.
I definitely want to hear.
I want the album too.
Because her last album
was fire. Auntie was fire. I don't care what nobody says.
My one critique from Solange joint was just too many interludes. I don't know where you was taking me with that Solange. I personally, it was like the first 6 songs are one song. I don't know. It's weird.
Listen, I didn't hear the album, but from what Twitter has to say, she only says like 10 songs. Not 10 songs, 10 words, the whole album.
Yeah, no, bro, like literally, because I was listening to it this morning. I was playing it this morning, and I'm literally playing it. I'm doing something. I'm doing like laundry and stuff. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, wait, did the song change, man? It's on track 5. It's all the same thing for like 5 tracks. Like, I swear.
Listen, if that's how the album is gonna go, I'm not even gonna listen to it. And I like Solange. Like her last album.
Oh yeah, I think Solange's really unique.
Her last album was unique.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was really good.
Yes.
But if that's how the album is, where she's only saying 5 words over a trippy ass beat that lasts 7 minutes, and if it's one of those songs where you really have to be like, yo, what song am I at? Then nah, I'd rather not even bother to listen to it.
But both, I definitely give you guys should definitely go out your way, listen to it. I definitely think you can get something positive out of it. I don't think it's trash. Trash is a strong word, and I feel like people use that word too loosely with music now.
Guilty.
Yeah, he's a hard critic with music. He definitely would throw that word trash out. Otherwise, I'm not gonna say it's trash. I definitely say you should listen to it. But now into our third segment. Last but not least, my favorite is Under the Radar. All right, where I go through. And Juan's gonna give a couple suggestions if he wants. He go through his phone real quick. Some songs that are out right now, have come out this week probably, and you just haven't got to it yet. And it's not mainstream as much, but they're trying to get up there. And I think that's always good to know. You want to hear that underground stuff sometimes here and there. My first pick, Kyle Dion. He actually dropped a project this weekend. I'm becoming a very big Kyle Dion fan. Amazing singer. He uses instruments. Like a lot of the singers now don't use instruments. Like a lot of his music I can hear in a jazz club. You know what I mean? Like you can hear it legitly in an actual jazz club and stuff like that.
Live instruments. Which is good.
My second pick, from those that do not know, he's been around for a long time actually. A long time. But I think now he's trying to put himself out there more. His name is St. John Trap, featuring Little Baby. Amazing artist. He writes. He first came about. Found he used to write for Usher. So he's been like, freaking Joe Budden made a joke. Calls him a industry plant because he's been behind the scenes for like damn near a decade. Like legitly.
Jay Electronica type of guy.
No, like but what he does to give everyone a sample of what St. John does. I think I might have pulled out St. John in the last episode as well. What he does is he gives a Travis vibe, but mixed with what Party Next Door does, kind of. Because like Party Next Door, he writes and raps his own music and mixtures of it both. But then St. John also has songs where you can do a mosh pit to some of his music. But it's not to the Travis extent where you're gonna shoot out of a torpedo. Like Travis goes to the point where like you're shooting out of a torpedo, literally.
Speaking from someone who's seen Travis live, yes.
Like you know what I'm saying? So it's a balance.
Those kids went crazy.
And my last but not least, Eric Bellinger's iPod on Shuffle. For those that have not,
Eric Bellinger as a whole.
Yeah, this whole project.
Not even as a whole artist is very under the radar.
Yes, if you have not listened to his new project, please.
This is just something that I learned from Eric Bellinger while back in school, college days. All his albums, you could, use it to get busy with.
Yeah, your preference. Oh, it's on my playlist. Yeah, it's on my vibe playlist.
Any album you could bump from start to finish.
Vibe list, definitely.
Either if you want to vibe, whatever the case. Eric Bellinger is very, very under the radar as an artist for his whole career. He has a lot of music out there too.
No, that's a fact. I first found him through Joe Budden actually. I first found him through Joe Budden. He's always been known for hooks. He's always been good for hooks.
Joe Budden, for the nutcase that he is.
He's always been good for hooks. He's always been good for singers.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, y'all can say what you want about rapping, but that man can find him a singer.
Because he had Eric Bellinger, he had
Monty. I think Monty's
he had somebody else.
Marsha,
some Spanish dude or some shit like that too.
Marsha Ambrose, I know she was always working with him. He was rocking with Teyana Taylor before we even knew who Teyana Taylor was. You know what I mean? But do you have any picks to give the viewers?
It's just I don't know how to say his name, but you had it on your thing.
Oh yes, I've actually listened to him recently. Yes,
this too. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yes, his name is let me try to pronounce his name. You over here trying to put it into the camera like they're gonna see.
I mean,
Elhae, ELHAE.
I don't think that's how you say his name.
I don't know how to say his name either. I really had given up on pronouncing it.
Trouble in Paradise. If you want to listen to the album, is actually pretty good.
It's amazing.
Too.
This is like 13 tracks.
This is another one that should have been on the previous.
100,000%. Yeah. 100,000%.
But that song, Sanctuary, Big Crit is on it too. It's a very good song.
100,000%.
And Kalani too. Kalani got a good song with Black that I really like called RPG.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last one. Damn, we should have it last year. That's a good sleeper though. That's a good
sleeper.
Yeah, that whole mixtape was under the radar. Definitely. It isn't because Kalani's pretty big at this point.
Yeah.
Kalani's pretty big.
I want to know who her baby father is.
Oh, I figured that out. After we recorded, I'll show you who that is. I found that out.
Wow. You did?
Yeah. I'm so ashamed of her.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very annoyed with her. But, we're not gonna get into my beef with Kalani right now, guys. That's what we're not gonna do. But guys, that's a wrap for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely think we're gonna bring my boy Blonde back on for more.
Facts. Reoccurring guest.
Show him where to follow you, man. Follow you.
Papa Bear _ Blonde. IG, Twitter, Wandon the Great. What else do I have? That's it.
I'll have the ad name for you guys that just basically like, what did he say? I'll have his ad name in the corner of this screen, ad screen. Like I always tell you guys, I can never really remember which one it is. But you can follow me at Cito_fitness, guys. Also remember to like, subscribe this YouTube video, and share it with your friends, guys.
You gotta give it a thumbs up. I'll be on YouTube. You gotta give it a thumbs up.
Always thumbs up. Please don't thumbs down. I haven't got a thumbs down yet.
If you thumbs down, we're gonna find you. We're gonna pull a Liam Neeson on you.
You can't do taking jokes no more. Like we canceled that. We canceled.
What?
We canceled him.
What?
We canceled Liam Neeson. But guys, thank you again for enjoying this video. I will see you guys next time.
It's Liam. You can't separate.